Democrats are rushing to rework Biden's $2 trillion plan. Is it a $1 trillion plan? Who knows what's happening at this point? Your man Dom McKay in here, of course, at the Dom McKay Show at Radio on Fire. A lot of things going on with regards to this mess that the Democrats have found themselves in. It's not supposed to be like this. Things at a standstill. And when you have other so-called Democrats, when you have those folks holding up progress, it's very frustrating, I'm sure, for everyone that is involved with getting Biden's agenda, getting his agenda passed. Gotta be frustrating. I know that if I was involved, I would be frustrated. But that is the case. That is what is going on with regards to Biden, Democrats, and I guess we can we still call Sinema and Manchin Democrats? Manchin was talking about he really wanted to be independent. So who knows? Who knows what is going on with him? What's going on? It's your man Dom McKay in here, of course, the Dom McKay Show, and we are talking about this rush to try to rework this Biden plan. White House and Democrats are rushing to rework some major aspects of, we're going to call it Biden's $2 trillion plan. I'm going to say $2 trillion, but it's not going to be $2 trillion. But they are deciding what social services and climate change programs to include. They're haggling over whether to drop some popular elements of this social spending bill. Negotiations are pretty much at the 0 hour. I mean, they've been talking about they were ready to get this thing going many times, but it does not appear that they are there. They have some high-level talks going on. So it looks like the package is actually closer to $1 trillion, $1 trillion plus. And you have lobbyists from the healthcare industry. They're trying to put a monkey wrench in things. So the talks are ongoing. Lawmakers, staffers, advocates, lobbyists said that the plan to expand Medicare with dental, vision, and hearing benefits for tens of millions of seniors, as well as the ever popular guaranteed paid family and medical leave to all U.S. workers. Pretty much, this is in danger of getting cut from the bill altogether. It's complicated, right? Sources, according to Politico, Democratic sources address the current status of the talks. And, there's conflicting reports here. Some people say that this stuff is not going to be cut. The White House is trying to say that. Others are saying that it is going to be cut. Now, those that are saying it's going to be cut tried to speak candidly on the condition of anonymity. Anonymity, goodness gracious. What is going on with me? Joe Biden and the Democrats are racing to try to lock in something. These centrists, Manchin and Sinema. The trick here, of course, is getting them to agree to something that's not going to alienate somebody else, like Bernie Sanders, who is a major player and a proponent for Medicare expansion. So you can't give Sinema and Manchin something that's going to cause you to lose Sanders and who knows who else. So while they're trying to decide what to cut, there's also new taxes on corporations and the wealthy to pay for this very scaled back plan. Now, you hear scale back, you hear puny plan, all this kind of stuff, but we're talking about over $1 trillion. Talking about over $1 trillion. So the changes come as Biden is trying to make a more forceful appeal to the American public. There was a televised event Thursday in Baltimore, and he says that middle class values are at the heart of his proposal. So long sought programs are adjusted, eliminated. Democratic leaders are showing, I mean, Biden's preferences. I mean, what does he stand for? What does he stand for? To me, he needs, and I've said this before, he needs to get stronger. You're the president. You're the president. Here's the other thing. Here's the other problem. President Obama had 58, 59 Democrats, and he didn't have to worry about kissing the butts of the centrists. He didn't have to worry about that. So what Democrats really need to focus on is turning some of these red states blue. They need to focus on campaigning and winning elections so you don't have this slim trim majority. So-called majority. I mean, it's a so-called majority. Now, Manchin and Sinema, they are really milking this time that they're getting, this extra publicity that they're getting. Right now, the threat to the two centerpieces of this bill are coming as Democrats push for an agreement on a framework, right? We're just talking about framework. That's all we talk about. They can't even get framework done. And they're running out of time. Speaker Nancy Pelosi and Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer have said that they want a deal by the end of this week. Or was it the end of last week? Maybe it's the end of 2 weeks from now. Who knows? Who knows? The Democrats are not seeing eye to eye on anything. I don't even think that they can even order lunch without confusion. Manchin consistently says that he will support something that's $1.5 trillion. Here's what's so crazy. Who are you? You're from West Virginia. Why are they letting this guy just hold up everything? Not sure. But he is holding up things like you wouldn't believe. Paid leave and Medicare expansion may not fit in this package if they're trying to stay within that $1.5 trillion range. Since we're talking about healthcare, the party originally pushed for a scaled down version of all of its priorities. So here's what they're trying to do. They don't want to cut anything because they don't want anybody to be unhappy. They don't want anybody to pick their ball up and go home. So they say, we're going to cut this, keep this, and just make it a very small amount, which is really not going to benefit anybody. What they need to do is have some core signature priorities. Go after those. Go big on those instead of just piecemealing a little bit of everything to try to make everybody happy. You cannot please everybody. That includes the Democrats. That includes the progressives who want to pout and cry and whine all the time. That includes these stubborn moderates, them too, all of them. President needs to pick some priorities and grow a sack and get some things done. Because if you put forth this puny teeny weeny little bit here. And when I say a little bit, of course, we're talking about, over $1 trillion, but you're talking about programs that are not going to last long because they're not properly funded. So when if they do this the way that everybody gets a little bit and it's not funded and the priorities do not last long, temporary expansions on Medicaid, Medicare, Obamacare subsidies, if they're temporary because they're not funded that much because West Virginia Joe Manchin said so, and they try to roll this out as some kind of big victory, people are going to see right through that. You're going to see right through that. We're going to talk a little bit more about this. Let's do this. Let's take a quick break, and we're going to come back with more of the Diamond K Show. We are talking about Biden trying to be the deal maker. Said he was a deal maker. So make some deals then. Be back with more of the show after this. It is the 10th annual Baltimore Music Awards. These awards were created to give recognition to Baltimore's entertainment community. Each year, you have the opportunity to nominate and vote for the winners in each and every category. You can see the finalists right now at radioonfire.com/Baltimore Music Awards. Check out some of the categories: album, DJ, documentary, female artist, male artist, producer, inspirational artist, online radio station, online radio show, podcast, radio station, radio show, stand-up comedian, and web series. It is the 2021 Baltimore Music Awards, and the results will be announced Thursday, November the 4th, 7 p.m. live on radioonfire.com. It is the 10th annual Baltimore Music Awards. Let your voice be heard at this year's celebration of Baltimore entertainment. Again, visit radioonfire.com/Baltimore Music Awards. And the Diamond K Show is also brought to you by J. Stover Beauty. I want to talk directly to my ladies out there. If you are looking for those must-have beauty products, then look no further. jstoverbeauty.com has quality wigs, Indian hair extensions, virgin hair extensions, professional hair care products, edge control, flat iron mist, mink eyelashes, satin wig bags, wax sticks, lace concealer, lace tint, and so much more. jstoverbeauty.com also does custom wig making, maintenance, and revamp services. You can check them out on social media at jstoverbeauty on Instagram, jstoverbeauty LLC on Facebook. Be a girl with mind, a woman with attitude, and a lady with class. Visit jstoverbeauty.com. And we are back, of course, your man Diamond K in here, and we're talking about just this back and forth, and this is why people get so frustrated with what happens in DC. It seems like nothing gets done. You have lobbyists pulling one way, you have donors pulling one way, senators allegedly pulling another way, and the constituents just, who knows, they're just lost out there. And so we have this proposed new Medicare benefits. They've always been vulnerable. And given the $350 billion price tag and a bunch of lobbyists from the healthcare industry trying to stop this from happening, the healthcare industry does not want the expansion of Medicare. Let me tell you why. The private insurance companies, dentists, these people profits would take a hit if more seniors became enrolled in traditional Medicare. Because if that happened, then they would not have to buy the supplemental private plans to cover their dentures, their hearing aids, and their glasses. So you have lobbyists that go behind the scenes and trying to get these politicians to do their bidding, not the bidding of the people that elected them. No, why would they do something crazy like that? So many Democrats also saw Medicare benefits as a threat to the effort to expand Medicaid. You can't do everything. What I keep saying this, Biden needs to take a stand, put his foot down. Everything can't happen in this one bill. Can't happen. So recently, Biden has pitched to lawmakers on, converting the dental benefit, which is leaps and bounds the most expensive and the most logistically challenging of the three Medicare expansions. He wants to kind of change this to a $800 annual voucher for care. So progressives don't like this, and they have fought for years against conservative efforts to convert Medicare into a voucher program. And I think that this would take things in that direction. So they're very critical of that idea. And what's crazy is that the original House legislation would not have rolled out the dental benefit until 2028. But still, they don't even want to go down that road. So it is really, it's anybody's guess what's going to happen. And if they're even able to put together anything. Time is going to tell, but time is one of those things that is running out. So Joe Biden campaigned, he ran on being someone who could put deals together, right? Put deals together. But the president, the deal maker, he's finding out that compromise can have consequences. Compromise can have consequences. Of course, Radio on Fire is an advertiser-supported audio and video network. Get breaking news, podcasts, TV shows covering topics that are important to our culture. Visit radioonfire.com. And radioonfire.com is where you go to discover, engage, and connect with the latest news, podcast, and original TV programs. I will be back here tomorrow with more of the news and more of the views on the Diamond K Show. So let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, TikTok, at the Diamond K Show, at Radio on Fire.